everywhere, mate. What am I up to now? Let that dry for a little while. Materials. Been busy. I've got projects everywhere, so I've been busy. All right, so no mucking around on the firm, mate. No mucking around on the firm. Working on this one today. Need some different reds. So I've got to get out on adventures today and get some different reds for his nose and for his lips. And then we're waiting for some hair. Lord Dobby, mate. Dobby. I don't come on a whole lot no more. I've got shit to fucking do. Alright? So if I come online, it's only because I'm going to go up and get some lunch or get some, groceries or something like that. I'll spare some time to come and say hello to the chat. I've got to represent, mate. I've got to represent and stay 100% on my path. On the path, mate, on the path. So a little bit of Lord Dobby, mate. A little bit of Lord Dobby. And then I've been cracking with these, mate. These are already on eBay. These are the ones that are on eBay. So yeah, I've been making a few masks. And keeping busy, keeping out of everyone's way. I don't cause any fucking problems or whatever for people, mate. I just want to see my kid. That is the end goal, is to see Echo and to be a part of Echo's life. So the other side, she's not happy with all my social media stuff. She's not happy with this. She's not happy with that. I don't think I could ever make the person fucking happy. So all I can do is continue being who I am. Just running the course, mate. Running the course. So I've been really busy. I've been busy doing my artwork, mate. I'm waiting for some hair to arrive, but not bad. Not bad. All right, the Lord Dobby, mate. Get my charging thing. I haven't been for a walk for a little while. I haven't been out of the house for a little while because I've got to complete projects, mate. I've got to complete them and stay on the thing, Keep fucking cracking away, boys. Yeah, keep cracking, boys. Keep cracking. It doesn't matter what the fuck's going on in your life. Please keep cracking. Even in a small way. What time is it? Even in a small way, okay? You've got to keep pushing. Just push it along a little bit. Something here, something there. At least you're in with a chance, buddy. At least you're in with a chance. I'm in with a chance. Okay? I'm in with a chance. We've got all of this cracking away. This is just this week's project since fucking Friday or something like that I've been working on. So I've been pumping, man. I've been fucking pumping, viewer. Okay? I've been pumping. Okay, I've been moving right along, getting the projects fucking completed. And that's all I can think about. I've been concentrating on doing the art, okay, instead of wondering and, worrying myself about what is going to happen in the future. There's nothing I can do, boys. I can't change shit, and I can't do anything. All I've got to do is play the game. And let it unfold. That's the only thing I can do. I'm barely hanging on to any legal aid. I'm barely hanging on to anything legal-wise because they've got to actually put work into it. And they really just like to push emails and push opinions, whatever. And they walk out with a nice little paycheck just from answering emails and, reading an email. Answering an email, that's $300 right there. $300 right there, just for those two things, reading an email and answering the email. They charge you $150 each way. So that's how they earn their money, and that's how they get it all out of you. You become like me. You know, you start out all right, rah rah, and they just slowly suck it all out of you, brother. So I'm just sick of fucking dealing with it at the moment. I can't deal with the child psychologist. I can't deal with the other. There's nothing I can do. Fucking Centrelink, do they not understand this? Like, I don't know what the fuck's wrong here, okay? You know, and you want $90 a week out of me? Like, I'm just scratching my head, right? Like, and like the demands, mate, are fucking huge. Like and I think they've twigged, mate. You can't send emails like this, these demanding emails like this to a bloke on Centrelink, rah rah. For any reason, right? And so I think they twigged to it, mate, to be honest, because I haven't heard from them in a little while. There's nothing I can do, mate. As if my kid needs fucking to go to a psychologist. You know, my poor fucking daughter, mate, caught in the middle of a whole bunch of bullshit, dude, and all she wants is a dad and mum. That's all she wants, man. And, you know, that's all any child wants, man, is to have a mum and dad. That's it, you know. That's all any child wants, man. They don't have anything particular, children, mate. They just want to see their mum and dad. You know, they want a hug from dad. They want a smile from dad. They want to have a wrestle with dad. You know, they want to eat with their dad. They go to the park. They go to the pool. You know, dad takes them out places. You know what I mean? Like, they need that interaction between both parents, mate. So I'm trying to be a really, really good guy. Like, as if I'm not a bad guy, right? But I'm trying to be, you know, like, there's nothing else I can do, man. All I got to do is do the countdown now. And I've only got a month to go. Viewer. You know, it's 7-month adjournment, remember that. And you might be fucking sick of hearing about it. But that's what my life is. And I can't help but share what's in my life. And everything else comes secondary. You know, everything else that's going on in the world, it just becomes secondary to me. Only Echo matters, man. Only my daughter matters. Seeing her and doing everything I can to improve my life so that when I do see her, I'm able to actually do something. You know? You know what I mean? Like, right now, we don't even have transport, mate. You know, we don't even have transport. That's not going to bother my kid too much. You know, it's not going to bother her too much. But I want to improve my life a little bit. So I've been making as many masks as I can and putting as much effort into them as I can. You know, I twigged the other day. It's the first time, like, in all of this time, that I can make masks and like the money goes to me, mate. You know, like, wow. I can actually, you know, I don't have to just hand it straight over. You know, it's an unusual feeling, man, okay? So, I don't know. I've been making a lot of masks. I've been trying to do a lot of masks. And I'm not lowering the price. That's the price I'm selling them at. And that's what they are. Sorry, man, it's got people around me. Look at the way I'm dressed. Because if I give a shit, man, I'll go for a little bit of a walk, get out of the house, get some fresh air, clear my brain a little bit. Paid my rent today. I'm really, really happy. You know, I paid my rent, dudes. And I've got my electricity and my bills organised. So I'm fucking happy, man. You know, I don't have to worry about shit. The internet's a bit of a problem. I don't know what's going on with them. I have to go and sort them out, but I don't really want to. Oh, I've got to go and get Plastidip. I've got to go and get paints to continue my work. I've got to get some sprays. And then the old man's been calling me, and I don't really want to go over there because once I start a project, viewer, I don't really want to fucking go anywhere. I've got all the materials, and it kind of like breaks my artistic, I don't know, man. It kind of like breaks my artistic views for the, and then I've got to fucking go and do that. Sorry for swearing. And I've never spoken like that about that. I've always like done it without a problem. Like, go and get him a deck of smokes and then drop him over there when he's at work, rah. He's a nice guy to me, man. He's always nice to me, man. That particular gentleman's always nice to me. Like, he comes around the other day and he's got a bag of tomatoes. I must be really old now. A bag of tomatoes. These beautiful fucking tomatoes, mate, that are in the supermarket right now. I love those tomatoes, man. Those nice, crispy, hard tomatoes. Yeah, I'm a real fan of that, dude. I like those tomatoes. And the rest of it, I don't know. I just put on like a movie or, something that makes me happy. I don't want to hear about death. I don't want to hear about any of that kind of fucking stuff that's going on over there, because it just disgusts me, and the whole government system disgusts me, and the whole system I've been complaining about for fucking 10 years, hasn't changed. It's more out front now, and that disgusts me. So there's a lot of things that I have a whinge about. There's a lot of things that disgust me, viewer, and I'm just not interested in dealing with it and getting down on it, like feeling down, which is what happens, And I just don't want to I want to be like just watch a Sherlock Holmes movie. I can put on some Batman, put on some Alien versus Predator, watch a fucking comedy, bro. I really miss my Always Sunny in Philadelphia videos. I really miss them. I used to like listening to them because they'd make me laugh while I was doing my art. But that's all I should concentrate on, viewer. Not concentrate on all this negative stuff that's running around in the world right now and getting on and complaining for fucking 2 hours about shit that we already hear about and we already know what's going on. And they're coming down hard on fucking streamers. They're coming down hard on people that make videos about, the Nazi fucking Zionist regime that seems to dominate the world, Dude, we're up to 1,850 aid. People died now getting food aid. 1,850, man. I remember when we were at 200 and we're at 1,850 now. God knows how many injured, men, women. These fucking Nazis, mate, they love defenseless women and children. And that's what they love to bomb. They love to fucking bomb a media, hospitals, double tap. Oh, sorry about that. We're going to do an investigation. We didn't know it was going to happen. Like fucking bullshit. Bullshit, dude. And all the countries are just fucking blasé, mate. Fucking blasé. Every single country, man, they just come out with some new bullshit. We're gonna declare a state, bro. What the fuck is that even about, man? Like, what the fuck? Like, we're gonna come out and declare Palestine a fucking state, bro. What the fuck are you even on about, you cunt? There was a fucking state before the cunts came along. Like, fucking, now you're gonna fucking, like, oh, that's fucking real kind to you, mate. Or while you're sitting on $500,000 a year, handmade suits, fucking jaunting off in your private fucking jets, mate, everywhere you fucking go. So no, mate, I don't know about you, viewer, but I need to just get back to being fucking... My sister's words from years ago always sit in my head, always sit in my head. You can't change anything. There is nothing that you can change. You can protest all you fucking like. They're not going to listen to you in any way, shape or form, which they don't. They don't, man. We had all these protests on the 31st of thing, and I was thinking about it, going down there, doing a live stream, rah, and I thought, fuck that, I'm just feeding into all that shit. I'm just feeding into it even more. They had some valid points, but it's overtaken by a fucking Nazi, like a dead set, full-on Thomas Sewell, New Zealand born, in charge of the in charge of the fucking brigade. Mate, I'm not following any fucking dog. And you hear me, Thomas Sewell? I'm also a fucking live streamer, cunt, and I'm born here. I'm a fucking Australian born, okay? And then you want to get people like me on your side, who you're fucking from New Zealand, and you want to barnstorm. Oh, there's a little child, mate. And you want to barnstorm. Perfect day. Perfect day for you, Sanu. Perfect day for you. Perfect. Isn't she beautiful? Yeah. Come on. Anyway, man, that guy led a full-on, you know, let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. They ran up the hill and started belting people and carrying on like absolute schmucks. There is no fucking chance, brothers, that I would stand behind that guy after that moment. After that moment, or if that conversation before they went there and he's like, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, yeah, that's the end of me. I'm out. I'm out. There is no fucking chance that I would be running up rah-rah, up the hill and these idiots dressed in black. What an absolute schmuck. And then they wondered why they came knocking the next day. Of course the blue coats are there the next day, mate. They're going to arrest fucking everybody. Everybody that's on photograph. Everybody that gets filmed. All of you people were identified. If you've got a microphone in your hand or whatever, you can trust my bottom dollar, bro, that they got your photograph, they got your ID, and they're going to come knocking on your fucking door. Okay? So whatever you were up to on that day, mate, I don't approve of any of that shit, dude. I don't approve of none of that. That is fucking pure. I don't know if you call it, it's not Nazism. That's a bit full on compared to what, you know, compared to what the chosen people are doing, okay? For him to be called a Nazi, what the fuck are they? What the fuck are they then, right? So no, man, I don't agree with any of that. Other than that, I thought it was a great march. I thought it stood for what people, you know, want, you know, that are in the country, that are born here, raised here, you know. This is fucking, you know, no, mate, no. They come as students and they end up being permanent fucking residents. And no, mate, we are swamped by them. Absolutely, we got 100,000 a month coming in at the moment. 100,000 people a month coming here at the moment. 100,000, okay? And then they're going to bring up the student visas to 168,000 a year. Or just for this year or some shit that I read. Just for students, man. And then they can all apply to be permanent residents. They can bring their families, their parents, their whatever. They can bring all their family here. They can get permanent residents. Now, you see, this is what happens here. You've only got a limited amount of jobs out there. I mean, have a think about it, okay? You know, unless businesses open up everywhere, factories. I'm talking factories. I'm talking places where they hire 50 fucking men, 20 men, 30 men, okay, at a time. Where in the fuck are they going to work, bro? The first places they get to, these people, they go to the workplace where I have to deal with. Trust me, man, they get priority. They get priority over you. Trust me when I tell you, every single person that I worked at GB were all imports. They were all imports, mate. There was one Aussie bloke, and that was me, or two of us. And he worked for 30 years there, okay? But basically, mate, all imports, okay? All married their first cousins. Ugh, that's creepy as fuck, dude. How could you marry your first cousin, mate? Like, yuck. Ugh. Yuck, I was just thinking about it. Sorry, man, I don't like to do a lot of talking when there's people around, because we've got new laws in Australia now. We've got new laws. And they're going to come for you, mate. They're going to fucking bust you, brother. That's what they're fucking after. They're not after me. They're fucking going to come for you, mate. One minute, mate, I've got a bit of business to do. Okay. No, we don't celebrate Halloween. We don't celebrate it, brother. How you doing, Credence? I'm Australian. I'm Australian, mate. I'm okay.
Good morning.
Just kicking around.
9:50. 10. Hey. Ciao. Have a nice day. Good morning.
Hi, sir. $30 if you could.
Look at this. Nobody here. Every time I come, another 5 people, 10 people come. It's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's one of the smells. You see? I just put nice perfume on.
Oh, I only put 3 things in. Wait a minute, I've got to
Yeah,
clear.
no,
1
try
minute.
again.
Big fingers. There we go.
Need a receipt?
I'll remember to take my card today.
Yeah. Need a receipt?
No, sir, you're right.
Have a nice day.
You're an honest bloke. Alright, that's that dealt with. Yeah, man, I only go out of the house when I have to. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, mate. This is my little turf. I love where I live, man. I love where I live, man. As soon as I get up in the morning, man, I pay my rent. Fucking 7:30 in the morning, mate, I'm up, I pay my rent. I swear to God. I don't even hesitate. This is my second-hand shop around the corner. Can't imagine what they fucking... What do they charge for him? $10. You got to be fucking kidding, mate, for a plastic toy. Fucking $10. How much they got for Barbie, mate? Oh, it's remote control. It's got to be fucking $300. It's $5. $5 for Barbie. Barbie's not worth as much as a... Hey, the robot's pretty cool. Don't mind the robot. $5 for a robot, viewer. Let's see if he moves. I'll buy that for $5. Hello, miss.
Yeah, got your name on it, has it?
Got to have him.
Do you?
Yeah. He's beautiful.
Is it, I was about to say, what is it about it? But just
Because it's a robot.
Okay, yep.
We don't get many robots kicking around nowadays.
No, okay.
No.
Not in my
Remember when
little
we
sphere,
were
either.
young? These were everywhere.
Were they? Well,
Yeah.
look for me.
Oh, for what? Because I'm a boy.
Probably younger than
Have you
me,
got any
so-
others?
Hey?
Have you got any others? Is that it?
No.
Okay.
Only dinosaurs and things. No.
I love him. He's fantastic.
I love
I'm glad my daughter
it,
isn't here. The Barbie would be great. She'd be
Okay.
off on that.
Okay.
Thank you.
There'll be a sign on it saying, yeah, not the same.
Yeah, boys. Score.
Did you find it, boy? What is it? Is that little thing there? Are you sure it's not in the change room? Go to the change room. Must be there, Dobby. Can I get it from the change room?
And
I love it.
where were they from?
Yeah, it says $2.
$2 each.
He's beautiful.
I'm just checking the...
Now I chose it, that was too small.
That's okay. I'll have a little plastic.
There you go.
I can carry the...
It'll be easy with a handle, because it's quite heavy.
Okay, you got it. I've got these ties. Can I pop these in here, sweetheart? Look, going in here.
That's 67.
That's it. 67.
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, I love this shop. I feel like we looked around the corner, but some of the stuff you can
I know.
Yeah, it's a really lovely Yorkshire.
That's
I like how
good.
you guys
Thank you.
sorted into colour order as well. I
Oh,
like that.
yeah, you put,
All the clothes
like,
that you don't
yeah,
wear.
it's in, yes, yes.
Because I like my autumn colours. So
Would you like the receipt?
no, that's fine. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much.
you.
Enjoy those.
I
Thank
will,
you.
thank you.
Hi, miss.
Hello, how are you?
Give him a good home.
I'm glad
He's going in my
to
bag.
A good home.
Put him on the
He's
shelf.
working at all, it says. Look, working.
Oh, lovely. That's
For
all I got, though, a
$5.
card.
That's okay. Now, and excuse all the button pressing. Card button, tick button. There we go. That's good.
Okay.
Good.
Lovely.
Would you like the receipt?
No, ma'am, you're right. Have a good day now.
You do.
See ya. I like robots, mate. Bit of a fan of robots. Okay? We don't get many robots around. I don't mind robots, Brady. I'm fucking 57. How's that, bro? 57. I can't believe that, dude. I'm 57 years old and I just bought a robot and it works. I'm excited, man. I'm going to get some fucking batteries, man. I'm going to play with the fucking robot when I get home, bro. Fucking even at my age, mate. You're never too old for a fucking robot, bro. Fucking score, mate, score. Oh, I got a robot. I'm so lucky. Look at my robot. Yeah. Oh. They didn't have any batteries in it though. Wonder what it does, man. I wonder if it turns and shit. Yeah, so that's all I've been doing. I've been doing my masks. Sorry, man. I get off a little bit off track, mate, because I found a fucking robot. Sorry, man. I'll put the robot away. I'll put the robot away. Oh, gosh, man. Let's see. I'll put the robot away. Get in there. What's wrong with you? Come on, man. Yeah, little girls asked me what I had. Yuck. Yuck. Anyway, hope you're staying on your path. That's all. I came on to remind you, you know, like it's not like I don't go out anywhere, viewer. I go to do my shopping and stuff like that. I just haven't been online. That's all. I just haven't been online. I'm not going to give you any excuses or any reasons or whatever. I've got to stay on my path. I've got to stay in the direction. And, you know, the masks will get me out of trouble. My artwork has always gotten me out of trouble, okay? So if I can just stay on the path of making artwork, I've got at least got a pathway out without, you know, working for somebody rah-rah, trying to get a job and stressing about fucking rah-rah. I don't want to do that. I just want to live a peaceful life after what I've been through. You know what I mean? Like, it was pretty hard for a few years. It wasn't easy for me to get through. And the last 2 years of being, that wasn't easy for me to get through. So I still wake up now in my apartment, in my bed, and just, you know, really am thankful that I'm where I'm at, you know, like I'm in an apartment, you know, rah-rah. So I can't be unthankful for my path so far. So my voice inside of me is telling me just to concentrate on your art, you know, so, you know, speak to your daughters, say hello to them. You've got a big thing happening in October. This is it, you know, final hearing, 2 days, rah-rah. So I'm a little bit, everything I say, everything I do on the internet gets used against me at this point. because it can be it can be brought up as this is the character of the person, rah rah. So it's not good. Okay, there's not a lot of good reasons to come online. That's all. Just at this point of my life, just right now, I've got to remain cool, and I've got to remain, like a normal guy. Like I'm going through shit, but I can't really deal with it. Can't share it right now because it'll just get used against me. Like he's not fit for this, or I don't know what they can come up with, viewer. And these people fucking lie. Like they blatantly lie. So I've got to be even more careful of what I get, because they don't need me to say anything. They just create shit. They just fucking pull it out of their ass, mate, and just accuse you of this, and this, and it's, I think I headed off a problem though, with this psychology thing, because like I sent them an email, when they're asking me, making their demands. My return message to them was that, look, this is what happened to me a month ago in the family report, and I wrote down rah 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 rah, right, informing them, saying if you have been told this, and this, I need you to realise that it's not true and you've been lied to, and to ask for proof, rah 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 rah. And I think it hit a nerve. Like I think that, like I was actually telling them something that they have been told, because that's pretty much going to poison you. That's all they have to do, men, is they just have to go into any of these meetings, psychology meetings, any of family reports, anything to do with the fucking government at all, and they can just accuse you whatever the fuck they want and just lie, okay? And then that poisons the meeting. That poisons that person's viewpoint of you. Okay, they haven't even met you, they don't even know you, but they don't like you. Okay, they don't like you. So you're automatically walking into the room on the negative. You'll automatically be on the losing foot, because you're walking in there blank. You're walking in there thinking they don't know you and you're going to have a conversation with them. But in the background, they've already been informed of exactly what you are and what you're going to do and everything else that's bad about you. So you can't really win unless you walk in straight away and say, and just hit it straight on the fucking head and say, if you've been sold this, and this, and this, that it's not true at all. They're not going to believe you, of course. They're not going to fucking believe you. I mean, I find that amazing, and I don't know how that lady's going to live it down in the future. I don't know how you go, because I don't know how you're going to live that down in the future, that you can actually take the point of view that you're lying and she's not, just by the sheer thing that they're a woman and you're a man and you're a liar. Everything you say is a lie. That's phenomenal to me. So this is what you're dealing with. So you're better off, in my point of view, where I am right now, 4 years in, I am better off just to stay on my path. And just to do as much artwork as I can. Get lorddobby79 on eBay. That's what I am, viewer. lorddobby79 on eBay. So if you want to help me at all, buy a fucking mask. Buy a mask, even if you don't like them. Doesn't matter, you're supporting me. Let me get on top of this shit a little bit more. Because they are doing everything they can to walk away from me. Everything they can. The legal side of it, everything they can. They're finding any chink in the armour, anything that they can say, look, you've got hidden money, or you've got hidden this, that and the other. You remember how I came on a few weeks ago and I said I sold a few masks, rah. Mate, straight away I was audited. Man. Straight away. So I've got, someone's made a phone call, from that, and child support, the whole thing's gone through me. They want bank accounts, they want this, they want that, and you know what I mean? Because they've given him a phone call and said he's earning extra money, he's earning plenty of money, rah. But none of that affects anything at all. It's not going to affect anything. My artwork and hobby is not a job. It's not a job. You're not earning fucking $1,100 a week. You're selling one mask a week, mate, 2 masks a week. Or if you're lucky, okay? So, I mean, damn, they don't look at it like a job, mate. So, none of that works. Like, for me, that is my living money, because I write it out to them. They ask me, I write it out. I get $9.80 every 2 weeks for my Centrelink. I pay $7.70 for my rent, because we owe them $50 from Christmas. We're still paying that off. It's all legit, man. It's all fucking legit. So all you got to do is subtract one from the other. You're left with that amount, and then I've got to pay the child psychologist. I'm left with that amount, and I'm supposed to live for 2 weeks on fucking $38. You know, $40 fucking dollars. I said it's just not, and I haven't even paid the electricity and gas yet. I haven't paid for internet. I said there'd be no life. All I've got just those 2 bills to pay, and that would wipe you out completely. I said, so that's my dinner money. That's how I've been surviving. That's how I pay the electricity and gas, and you know I've still got to pay for. So there's no, mate. All I'm doing is maintaining my life. I'm maintaining my life, and I'm fucking happy that I can do that. I'm happy. I don't need to live in a. I don't need, you know, like seriously, bro. I don't need that like the big paper, you know. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. I can go in and buy a fucking robot without, you know, without worrying about it, kind of thing, you know. I've got masks on eBay, man. I've got a chance at selling them. We've got plenty of watches. We've got plenty of projects that we're working on. It's not like we haven't got a chance. So that's how I rely on myself, man. I bank on myself. I trust myself. So I know that if I put the effort into it, and I know that I stay on my path, that it's going to work out. Because you see, what happens with the masks is, over time, I'm getting a lot of views. A lot of views. And that's what we need. We need the traffic coming. 170 views on one mask or something like that. So that brings attraction to your other masks. You see, while they're there, they look at all. They look at it all. Okay? So that brings you traffic to your site, man. So that works for me also. I haven't been online. It's when I go on TikTok. It's when I go on TikTok and I show the masks on TikTok, and straight away, you know, bang there. But I haven't been on TikTok, mate. I haven't been on anything. I've only got a month to go. I've got a month to go. You know, this is 7 months I've waited for this adjournment, mate. 7 months to go back into court, mate, to see what I can do in order to see my daughter. You know, like I'm flabbergasted, man. I'm absolutely flabbergasted that, you know, a loving father that lives around the corner, all the rest of it, that I am. It has been 4 years since my daughter. I've seen my daughter. 4 fucking years. You know, like none of my family have met my daughter. My sisters, my uncle, her uncles, her aunties. You know, her eldest sisters. She hasn't even been able to see them. Hasn't even been able to say hello to them on the phone. There's been no relationship at all. None. You know, there's a lot of people that are missing out on seeing Echo, and it's just not fair. And I'm just wondering if it's ever going to come to the, you know, to the thing, man. What is the judge going to do? Like, you know, because that's all that's on my mind. I can't help that, man. I miss my kid. You know, I miss little Echo, man. You know, she's a good kid, man. She's a good little daughter, and she used to enjoy being with Dad. You know, and then that's taken from her, man. So, you know, you guys tell me you got to move on, rah, rah. No, you can never fucking move on, mate. You can never move on. That is your child. That is your blood. So you will wake up in the morning thinking about it. You'll go to bed. You'll be in the shower. You'll be in the shower washing your hair, and you'll be and bang, Echo comes into your mind. You just think of your daughter. You can't help it, mate. It's just part of you. You know? Just how you are. So that's all I've been thinking about. Doing my artwork. What have I got to do for my Echo? And how do I improve my life a little bit? You know? And that's what I should share. That's what I need to share with you guys. That it's not all fucking negative, rah, rah, rah. You've got to stay on your path. You've got to fucking keep on top of your shit. And you got to keep going, boys. You got to keep going, man. You know? You've got to give it a try, mate. You've got to give it a try. That's why I went overseas. That's when I went overseas, mate. You know, I thought I'd give it a try. You know? I really did, man. That's why I went over there. What is, like, the power saving things on, is it? Ah, the power saving things on. Here we go. How you doing, New Jersey? How you doing, Canada? I don't follow fucking Superman. Fuck Superman. Fuck Superman. I fucking follow that he's turned into fucking gay, mate. Fucking Superman has gone fucking gay, mate. He's fucking, I don't know, man. I reckon the next movie he's going to be in love with Flash. Like fucking, he does not look like the most, manly fucking Superman that I've ever seen, man. So I was kind of like going for the bad guys. I was kind of like fucking going for the bad guys, mate. I like the fucking dog better. I like the dog better than I like the Superman guy. There's no masculinity allowed, man, in this world. There's none, man. They've broken masculinity. They've killed masculinity. Not, you know how they did it, man? Men can get into trouble just for their tone, mate. Just for the tone of their voice, man. Not what they said, man. Just the tone of voice on how you said it. So that's how they're getting me lately. That's what they've been complaining about me lately. So they're complaining about, like I call them the tone police, because basically they're complaining about my tone of voice. And I didn't even understand what the fuck they're talking about, right? Because I don't give a fuck, right? And so you're not complaining. So then I broke it down for them. So you're not complaining about what I'm saying. You're complaining about how I say it to you. Because your feelings are getting hurt. Your feelings are getting hurt. Like, I just couldn't believe that I was in this conversation with such a fucking retard. Fucking retard cunts, mate. But that's how they get control of you, man. That's how they can get control of the conversation, can get control of you. They don't like your attitude or how you might be 100% correct. You see, 100% correct in what you're saying. But the only way they can get back their control over you is by saying, your tone, you're making me nervous, or you're threatening me. You're threatening me. Yeah, your tone of how you said it is threatening. I mean, I was questioned over tone, man, in the office at HR. How did you say it? I said, good morning, miss. Yes, but how did you say it? I said, well, how do you say good morning, miss? I said, I don't know, you just say good morning, miss. I said, you can't make two words angry. Like, it's just good morning, miss. Apparently it was in your tone, Charles. She didn't like how you said it. She took it as offensive. I said, I don't give a fuck, man. I said, I really don't. You're just fucking dealing with stupid women, it's fucking feelings, mate. And I'm not dealing in feelings, I don't give a fuck, right? Welcome to Australia. Welcome to Australia. Harden the fuck up. Harden the fuck up. But they've ripped apart masculinity, bro. They've ripped it apart. They like it. They like it being really simpy and no masculinity at all, really simpy, and then they'll complain that there's no masculinity. Where are the good men? Where are the men? And that's how they get their power over you. They don't mind using that masculinity for their own purpose. If that masculinity is getting the money, if that masculinity is going to working hard and coming home and paying all the bills, that's great masculinity. But for that person to open his mouth up and even complain it to the other side, yeah, that's not good, Matt. That's the bad masculinity. Let me see how much power I've got. Thank you. It just depends what kind of masculinity you've got coming at you, mate. Because they don't like it, bro. Not nowadays, anyway. I always go for my little bus ride, mate. I go for my little ride to one side, and then I catch the bus and catch the bus back. It gives me a break. Get out of the house for a little while, man. I don't know, the hardest thing I ever did was the men's behaviour course. That was the hardest thing I ever did. The men's behaviour course was horrible. Absolutely the worst thing a man could ever go through was the men's behaviour course. And there's no women's behaviour course because they're fucking perfect, okay? Everything they say and do is just perfect. It's only the men's reaction to whatever she's saying or doing is the abuse. That's regarded as abuse, okay? Only your reaction is the abuse. She can say whatever she wants. She can do whatever she wants. So that is how our laws are, mate. We've got signs on the on trains here. You know, if you look at a woman too long, that's sexual harassment, and they can have you charged just for looking at a woman, just for looking at her. Yeah, like it's full on, man. They're everywhere, all over the train stations. I'll take pictures of them next time and show you. But and even on the buses, some of the buses have got it written on the side of them. You know, don't stare at a woman too long. It's regarded as harassment. Gentlemen, it's only harassment if you're ugly. If you're ugly or old, then it's regarded as creepy, and they'll make a phone call. If they're looking at a really cute guy, yeah, they're not going to complain. They're not going to complain. Okay, it's only the ugly guys. It's only the old guys or whatever. Yeah, like people like me. People like me. Yeah, people like me. But if you're handsome and young, and you're looking at her, yeah, she's not going to be making no phone call. Okay, I don't know how you're supposed to meet. Like, how do you young guys meet people nowadays? You can't even talk to them, mate. What the fuck do you want to talk to them for? You're gonna get yes, no, maybe, whatever. That's what you're gonna get. That's your conversation. That's all I've ever noticed, mate. Yes, no, maybe, whatever. You know, and if they're really rude, they say blah 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 blah. You know, like that was my ex's favourite thing, you know. That was a horrible experience, man. Like, that was, what, 5 years ago now, 6 years ago? And it was an absolutely horrid experience. And that shows you what a woman will do to you. It shows you, man. You're better off. You're better off, man. Hey, there's a lot of alien shit right now. I love that, man. You know, so that you don't think about Gaza, so that you don't think about the slaughter and the genocide. Yeah, we've got an alien coming. It's going to arrive in October. It's coming in the mothership. It's fucking like fucking, mate. This government is just as fucked as you can get, bro. It just really is. The fucking alien ship, the mothership, is coming from Mars, from fucking Mars, mate. Like dead set, you know, it's got gases coming out of it. It's got an iron reading or some shit like that. These people just pull shit out of their ass. You're fucking trying to tell me you can tell what the fuck it is. It's all the way out. Like these people just pull it out of their, you know, whatever's going on. Don't believe any of it. Absolutely none. Like fucking. I think there's so many lies that have been told throughout history, mate, that we don't know what our own history is. History has been changed over and over and over. It really has. I think something happened years and years ago, man. Years and years ago, and buried it. And then there was nothing but buildings. Something happened, man. Because they changed all the dates on the buildings a thousand years ahead. They changed all the dates on the old buildings. They ripped apart all the bells. There's certain things they did, man. History, mud flood, mate. Look up mud flood university. Look up mud flood university. He explains it, man. No, I don't go to England, mate. It's not England anymore. What are you calling it? You know, it's not England anymore, mate. You may as well call it Afghanistan or fucking Bull. You know, you imported half of Europe. Half of Europe is over there. Every single mayor, every single council member, they're all Muslim. They're all Muslim, man. Look up your local council member, and they're all Muslim. Every one of them. So you voted them into power. And you're wondering why you're dealing with Sharia law. You're wondering why you're dealing with all of what they're coming across with. You know, all these gang rapes and all of these Muslim men chasing the 12-year-old, 13-year-olds getting arrested. And you wonder why. You know, you imported it all, man. It's part of their book. They're allowed to do that. They're allowed to. So that's why there's so many gangs and gang rapes and everything in England. Because you voted them into power. You're fucked now, mate. You're absolutely fucked in England. And it doesn't matter how much patriotism you've got and how many flags you put on a pole. Your mayors and council members are Muslim. They are in power. There is nothing that you can do about it. All your protests and everything is not going to change anything. I can guarantee you that Christmas will be cancelled, Easter cancelled, Christmas cancelled. Any celebration that's part of your country will be cancelled. The only one that isn't cancelled is Ramadan. That's the only one that's not cancelled. It happens every year. It happens every year, and they do it the day before. Like if you've got Santa Claus turning up, and on Christmas, on that particular market day, the day before that, they'll cancel it the day before. Okay? There's no more Santa Clauses, mate, at Dandenong Market. That's finished. There's no more Easter Bunny. There's no more Easter eggs, Dandenong Market. Only Ramadan. Only Ramadan allowed. It's just the truth. It's cancelled every year. Every year it's cancelled. When I was young, you used to have all that there, mate. Easter, Christmas, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny running around in a costume giving out Easter eggs. All of that stuff was there. All the decorations were up. They're not even allowed to have decorations, mate. Decorations offend them. So you're not even allowed to have decorations up, mate. So just wait, man. It's all coming for you. It's a good future for England, mate. You're going to really enjoy it over there. Well, I don't know. I went to Ballarat, right? And I haven't been there for like many years. Anyway, so I walk into what I thought was a Chinese restaurant to buy. It had noodles on the front door, right, a sign. So I walked in there and there was a picture of chicken and noodles, a picture on the wall, $12. So I pointed to the lady. I said to the lady, "I'll have that picture," and I pointed to the wall. The lady didn't understand a single word I said. She's from India. It was an Indian lady. An Indian lady's cooking me Chinese noodles, mate. I couldn't stop laughing. So she come back and she's got chicken and rice. She's got chicken and rice, bro. That's not the picture. The picture's on the wall. I pointed to the picture on the wall. But yeah, that's what I couldn't believe. I went to Ballarat and I got Chinese food cooked by an Indian lady. That's just the most unusual thing I've ever had happen to me, mate. Because they don't cook good Chinese food, mate. It was pretty shit. So no wonder. So I don't know, man. Everywhere was like. So apparently India is going to come to Australia and it's going to build 1 million homes. India is going to come to Australia and build 1 million homes, but only for Indian people. That was the write-up in the paper the other day. That was the write-up. You know, Indian government are going to pay for 1 million homes to be built for the Indian workers that are coming, and the students that are coming here for them to buy homes. What a write-up, bro. What a write-up. I couldn't believe it. If that's not racist, I don't know what is, but it's only racist if it comes from a white person. Then it's racist. It's only, I swear to God, everything racism-wise, it only applies if you're a white person. It doesn't apply if you're any other colour. So no, I don't agree on that, man. I don't agree on the march. I don't agree on that fucking idiot. I don't know why people follow a New Zealand person, mate. They follow a New Zealander in their stupid march and they cause harm to others. So no, I would have been on the other side. I would have been on the sovereign side and would have been like saying to them, defending them. They went and hurt women and children, mate. They went and smacked on with... So they're filthy little scumbag rats, mate. That's what they are. And they hide behind their masks, man. I hate that. I don't like that at all. You know, I'm Australian, rah-rah. And you're a New Zealander, you want to tell me what my nationality is and all of that? Mate, yeah. That's why I keep out of politics. That's why I keep out of politics, mate. I don't know how anybody ran up the hill with him. I really don't. I would have been embarrassed. I would have been absolutely embarrassed. And then you want to punch on with women. Like, that's a joke. To me, that's just a joke. But don't worry, the government's going to come down on them now. the government will come down on them tenfold. They've already arrested that guy, man, that Thomas Sewell guy, the one with the mustache on. Yeah, they've arrested him, mate. He's already gone. Okay, I told you, man. They'll turn up to his house the next day, and that's exactly what they did. And they arrested him. And I hope they get anybody else that conflates violence with what what the day was about, mate. It had nothing to do with violence, man. It had nothing to do with what these people... But you see how the television over in Australia, it made it seem like, they were all part of the same... They were all part of that, the same crew. So they put the anti-immigration people with him. They put them all together, made them all the same. And they're not the same. They're not the same, brother. And I don't know how the guy got on stage and made a fucking speech. I don't know, mate. And I think you look into it, man, and like how did he get on stage to even make that kind of speech, mate, in Australia? I'm just flabbergasted, bro. I really am. I'm flabbergasted. Because I thought they would have done him for incitement. They would have got him for incitement, because that's incitement. So I don't know how they didn't nail him for incitement. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that in Australia, mate. Okay? So I told you they'll come down on him, man. And so they fucking should, bro. Yeah, thank you, man. Dragon Nix. Hope you're having a good day today. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate you, Joe. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yep, say hello, man. Said hello. Thank you very much for your contribution to the chat. Yeah, have a good day, man. I hope you have a good day. Sorry, man, just catching up with your chat, with your comments. Lord Dobby King, mate, Lord Dobby King. Hello, Zeddy. Hello, man. It's nice to see you again. I hope you're well today, Zeddy. Thanks for joining the chat, man. Oh, we're just cruising in the bus, man. I haven't been out of the apartment all week. We just go for a little drive, little walk, man, and then go back and get back into the artwork, mate. I've got so many projects to complete today. Like, I've got so much projects to do, man. But I need a bit of a break, just to get out of the house for a little while. On the way home, I'll get some fresh bread, and I've got some chicken there at home, so I'll make up have some chicken and fresh bread. Nothing really, man. Just need a break from the masks. I need a break from the art. And I don't come online very much now. I try and stay offline a bit now, mate. I've only got a month to go for family law court, so I'm trying to keep a low profile, be cool. Can't give them any more evidence than what I need to give them, because they're full on. They're pretty litigious, very litigious applicant.
Okay, this is Simon. Can you hear me?
Okay, yes.
Simon, once you finish with your shift, I have one school run for you.
Okay, what's that name?
Yes. Just come and see me once you're back at the depot.
Okay.
Thank you, Simon.
Alright.
Bye.
Yeah, any time out, mate, is a good time. Any time out of the apartment is a good time. I'm trying to get the old man to get out of that apartment that he's in. He's like 86 years old. And I'm trying to get him to walk around a little bit, get some fresh air, go for a walk across the bridge maybe. The guy doesn't move out of his apartment. Hey man, do all old people have like a certain smell? I don't know, man. There's a certain smell, it's pretty full on, dude. Like it's an old people smell. I don't know. I hope I don't smell that way. He's got 30 more years on me, but he doesn't go out anywhere. He doesn't do anything. He just stays inside. And like you open the door, and it's got that fucking smell come out of the fucking. Oh my gosh, dude. Like, yeah, you need a carpet cleaner, you need something going on here, mate, okay? So he got the carpet cleaner around. He got the carpet cleaning guy around to clean the carpets. And it was like roses, mate, afterwards. It smelled really nice. And he told me that there was like 15 years worth of dirt. 15, 20 years worth of dirt in the carpet because he hasn't had it done. Yeah, my kid would be at school today, mate. My little Echo, she'd be at school. School today, mate, school.
Clear. No opening.
Yeah, just get out of the traffic, man.
Clear. Door closing.
This goes to Cranbourne. If you sit on it, it goes to Cranbourne. And then from there you can catch a train into the city or Dandenong or wherever. You can catch a train. I like this bus service, man. This is a cool bus route. It takes you to the other shopping centre too. My friend just lives up there. I'll drop a deck to him. I've got a deck of smokes for him. So the cops are coming down on the illicit tobacco trade now. I think they're going around like busting everybody or trying to bust everybody. They busted someone on the weekend in Queensland, man. It's like millions and millions of dollars. Millions of dollars in money and millions of dollars in product. And you just think to yourself, these people, they've been doing it so long that they think it's normal. They think what they're doing is normal because they've been doing it for like years and years. Thank you, driver. And they've been earning heaps of money out of it. So for them, they've been doing it every day and they don't see any problem with it. They just think it's a fucking normal day, man, to sell illicit fucking tobacco, right? I swear to God, man. And that's why they end up with like $2 million in cash and like all of the fucking, the whole garage full of shit. And they wonder, I got everything taken away, everything's gone. Like fucking nugget heads, mate. Like seriously, who in the fuck has $1.8 million in cash and a garage full of fucking vapes? Only an absolute fucking schmuck, mate, would have the two together, where the copper could just walk in the door and it's all just there like a fucking Christmas present. Like a fucking, It's all wrapped up for him, bro. It's all fucking wrapped up for him, right? He just walks in there and fucking, he's got his hands up in the air, mate. He doesn't have to ask you anything else. He just wants to know if you've got a second house. He wants to know if you've got a second house, man. Where else are you staying? Where else are you living? That's all he would fucking want to know. And then they get their vehicles taken, mate. They get all their boats taken. All of their toys are taken from them. And then they come home at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon because they've spent like 6 hours in custody. Fucking, and they come home at 1 o'clock in the afternoon sitting there in an empty house and an empty garage. And they're down 1.8. Fucking, mate, how would you feel? How would you feel, viewer? How fucking much of a schmuck would you have to be thinking that this shit is normal? I'll just give this to him, man. Put it in there for him. So he's happy. Like, seriously. When I grew the chuff, bros, the clientele was separate, mate. Everything's separate. There was no paper at my house. There was nothing there, man. Just furniture, TV, like normal people. Washing machine, normal household setup. Nothing was together. You know what I mean? Just my room was there, cracking away, yeah, fine. But there's no paper. There's no dried stock. There's no hanging stock. That shit's gone, mate. As soon as it goes out of the room, it's gone. It's moved property, mate. Paper's at a different place. Only I know about. So no. There were certain fucking rules that you should obey at all times. At all times. Because, one slip up, man, that's the day they're going to come through the door, and that's the day they're going to fucking clamp on you. Because you've opened your mouth to somebody. You've said something, or they've said something, or they've noticed something that you're doing is out of character. and they're not happy with it because their life is down and they think you've got plenty, so they're not happy with that. I had one cunt come over, mate, that I'd known for fucking 10 years, come over my house, and, you know, like he followed me home from the market because I wasn't around anybody then. I just hung out on my own, man, because I was trying to pull through. So, you know, there's no contact with anybody. Just pay your fucking bills, man. And back then, you didn't have to cut the power. You could just pay your bill. They don't give a fuck how much electricity you were using, as long as you were paying for it, okay? And that was before the smart meters. You know, my time was before the smart meter. Now you can't do any of that. You've got smart meters everywhere. But yeah, man, put it straight on me for the room. Put it on me, you know, just put, you know, because, you know, as soon as you walked into the house, you could notice what was going on, rah. And just, you know, the smell of it, rah. So he wanted to go in the room, rah. So the next thing you know, the cunt's camped on my fucking doorstep, man. He's not leaving anywhere. He's sleeping on my lounge. He won't fucking leave the property. And he's demanding that I take half of it over to his housemate and set it up in his room. And that's how I got busted, man, because I had to get this cunt off my fucking out of my house. I just about to pull through and do the cut, and I've got a whole bunch of foot. I don't want him to know I don't want him to know any more information that he's fucking. I don't want him to meet anybody. I don't want any of my friends to come over, my contacts to come over to pick up. I don't want any of that, right? So I've had to put my fucking side on the dwell a little bit, you know, let it bank up a little bit and stock-wise, which is not normal for me. And when they came, that, you know, they got all my fucking stock. And the cops are corrupt as fuck, dude. Absolutely corrupt as fuck. I got to the police station, man. There was no fucking, no pot. There was no green. All there was buckets and fucking stems that they weighed up. They weighed up the buckets and the beads, man, and the stems. And all the fucking really good green, mate. All my fucking sticky icky was fucking gone, mate. My big banana, my Northern Lights, mate, all of it was gone. All the babies were gone. They never made it to the police station. Mate, these cunts just picked it up off me, went and dropped it to somebody else and got paid. They got fucking paid, brother. You know, they really did. There was a lot of pot missing. All the stock from the floor was gone, man. All of it was gone. So don't believe it and don't trust any of them, bro. Don't trust them, man. Don't trust them. Coppers are the fucking worst, man. They'll look at you and smile while they're making a phone call. They will absolutely, because it goes on their record. And the more busts they've got, the better it is for them on their record. They've got more busts, right? Isn't it a beautiful day in Melbourne today? It's absolutely fucking stunning out here today, boys. Like, it's just a lovely, lovely fucking day. And we're cruising fucking right along, bros. I think we've got a little chocolate milk at home. I'm not sure in the fridge. I'll have to have a look when I get home. I think I do have a chocolate milk when I get home. Otherwise, we're a bit bare in the fucking grocery side of things. I'm waiting to sell another mask. I'm waiting to sell a mask, man. I paid the electricity, I paid the fucking bills, bro, paid the rent. So I'm waiting to sell a mask. That's it, I'm waiting to sell a mask. I can't wait to sell a mask. Sorry, man, just having a read of your comments. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all happy. I wish you all the best, man. I wish you all the best. Yeah, I live across the road from the beach. Actually, Stuart, I live across the road from the beach, man. All you've got to do is walk out of my apartment, walk across the road, and you're at the beach. It's absolutely fantastic. I can open my front door and hear the waves. I can hear the waves from where I live. I lived there a few years. The rent isn't cheap. Nothing is cheap here. In Australia, the rent is absolutely exorbitant. The rent has gone up twice. So if you don't pay it, then you move out. That's it. They've changed the laws here. If you complain about the not complain about the landlord, but about something is wrong in the apartment, and then he needs to fix it, then he can have you evicted in 2 weeks. All he needs to give you is a 2-week notice, because he needs to be able to fix the problem, and he can't do it while you're living there. So that gives him a chance to get rid of his tenants, or the lady's tenants, whatever, the landlord tenants. So yeah, you've got to be real careful here in Australia. The laws in Victoria are changed. Just pay your rent and you won't have a problem. You'll never hear from your landlord. You'll never fucking have a problem in the world, mate, if you just pay your rent. That's all you got to do, is just pay your rent. You know, my landlord likes me. He likes me, man. Because, like, as soon as I wake up in the morning, 7:30 to take a piss, I pay my rent. My rent's paid. You know, before he even gets out of bed in the morning, he just goes on the phone and my rent's paid. Because I send him a receipt. I send him a copy of the fucking bank receipt, mate. So he knows that it's been paid. No, mate. Maintaining my life is my only other goal. Just maintaining my life. I don't need to have a fancy life. I don't need to be out every night. I don't have any of that. I don't buy anything. I don't even pay for a fucking haircut, mate. You know, I just buy groceries and I buy a little bit of fucking chuffing every now and again and a packet of smokes. That's it. That's my most guilty thing. I don't gamble or have alcohol or anything like that, man. You know, I concentrate on my art. I mean, you know, I'm up at 7:30 in the morning doing the moulds, and I didn't go to bed last night until after 12 because I was doing the clowns. You know, some of the art I do it during the day, and some of the art I do at night. You know, all the dreads for the Corys, yeah, they need to be made, mate. They need to be hand-rolled, sat down, you hand-roll the cunts. So they take hours. You know, if I've got 3 Corys to do, that's 27 dreads I need to make. So that's a lot of dreads. So, you know, that's why I don't come online. Because in case you haven't noticed, mate, I don't get any fucking work done. I don't get any fucking work done talking to you fucking cunts, right? There's no fucking, you know what I mean? And I get a little bit of a payoff at the fucking, you know, it takes 3 months or something to get up to $100 on the channel ad revenue things. That takes months and months to get to $100. I think we're at $66 or something, $76 I think I seen. So watch an ad, man. Let that shit play out. You know, let that shit play, bro. Stop fucking skipping through shit, right? And I might be able to get fucking $100 sometime off the YouTube. Other than that, there's no real paper in it, mate. And you know what I've really noticed is the downfall of live streamers. I don't know, you probably haven't noticed it because you're just a viewer, but I've really noticed it, man, as a streamer. You know, how many of these fucking streamers have just gone downhill, mate? You know, basically ending up in jail or ending up in a fucking institute.
Stand clear for closing.
They've all gone down, mate, down the hill, bro, down the hill. No, I don't bother with that truth. No, I don't bother. I don't even care about that kind of thing anymore. I don't even think about it. Like, I might think about it, but that's about it. That's about it. But yeah, I don't even think about it past that. Yeah, that's a good idea, Jack. Sorry, man, I'm in the bus. Pay rent, get left alone. That's basically it. Yeah, you get left alone. You know, you don't want the landlord's wife coming around, mate, telling you that you haven't paid rent, okay? You just don't want to do that, go through that, mate. It's not a nice ordeal. But of course you need to pay your rent, mate, regardless of wherever you live. And where I am, Melbourne, mate, it's $250 a week just for a room. Just to rent a room, it's $250 a week here, just for a room, okay? And that's all, just the room. So you're not allowed anywhere else, you know, whatever. You know, there's no workshop, there's no garage or whatever, there's just the room. Just the room, $250 if you're lucky. I've seen them on the marketplace for $290 just for a room. Yeah, just for a room. To get a little one-bedroom unit, good luck, because you got to try and find one. And they're very expensive nowadays, mate. Australia. $125 a week. Yeah, you're on the housing commission, mate. Okay, you get it through fucking Centrelink, mate. All right, you're on the housing commission. That's why it's $125 a week. You're a houso, mate. Houso. You're a fucking houso, mate. A houso with ad blocker. Nah, it's going to take the bus. Head on home. Get a sausage roll with sauce, mate. On the way through, sausage roll with sauce. Good on you, Jack. Watching the ads, mate. Watch the ads. Yeah, don't skip through, mate. Good on you. No, the whole place is going to shit. The world's going to shit. The governments are going to shit. Be happy in your peace, mate. Be happy in your peace. I enjoy my peace at my age. I enjoy my peace. I don't need to worry or think about other people's bullshit. Like, I really don't. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to worry about it. I just do my artwork, do my castings, do my raws, push out as many clowns as I can. You guys like my clowns, man? Go and have a look, lorddobby79. lorddobby79. Let me know what you think of my clowns. I'm doing some pretty good clowns lately, huh? I think I am, anyway. The cost of cigarettes in Australia is like $50 for a packet of 20s, something like that. $40-something now for a packet of 20s. I don't know, man. I don't buy cigarettes. I don't buy them. Yeah, it's expensive here, man. In Australia, everything is expensive here. We've got the most taxed fucking people around, man. Our taxes are huge. On anything that you'll enjoy, man, anything that you find pleasure out of, the government's going to tax the fuck out of it. Okay? Anything that you find. They don't pay it. They don't pay the taxes, the government. Government doesn't have to pay any of that. It's not going to affect his $500,000 a year. It's not going to do that. You know? And now they've busted all the Australian politicians taking gifts from the Jewish lobby. They're all on the payroll, mate, same as America. They're all on the payroll getting paid by the Jewish lobby board. So we're going to suck up the arse cheeks of Israel, mate, over the next couple of years. That's why they don't say nothing, mate. The Australian government is as weak as fuck. I don't know how Albanese gets into it, how these people get into office, man. I really don't. I'm stunned. You know, I really am. People get into office. How the fuck does Albanese? Albanese looks like the kind of person that got picked on when he was a child, mate, in the playroom. You know what I mean? He'd be in the playground and there's some kid fucking kicking him up the arse, walking along. Yeah, he'd be the kind of guy that gets his underwear pulled over his head. You know what I mean? He's just got that fucking look about him. But not much choice in the matter, mate. You know, the choices back then were pretty thin, as they are nowadays. They elected him, man, with 32% of the vote or something, 33% of the vote. That's all they counted. They counted 33% of the vote, whatever it was, and he got 33%, and they gave him the prime ministership. They didn't even count all the votes, man. They didn't even count them all. All the votes weren't counted for, man. So there were people out there that voted, and your vote didn't give a fucking shit because they already got the majority of what they needed to lead. But don't worry, man. Albanese will retire to a nice energy company, and he'll get paid off, mate, real big. What's this now? Power's not. No, I'll be off the bus in a minute, man. Sorry, just making sure I got power turned on. So that's why I haven't been online for a while, okay? It's nothing else, viewer. I just need to concentrate on my life. To stay on your path and to keep going, stay on your path, if I'm not staying on my path, you know what I mean? I've got to do what I preach, bro. I've got to do what I say, you know. I've got to do what I tell you to do. So otherwise it's not a very good just talking shit. Yeah, that's the idea. Improve your thing one day at a time if you can. Don't listen to the outside bullshit in your life. Yeah, I miss my little Echo, mate. We used to have a sing along, didn't we? The wheels on the bus. Yeah, she was a good kid, man. I'm glad that I spent as much time as I did with her while I had a chance. I'm glad that I spent as much time with her. I really am. I have no regrets at all. It didn't matter that I didn't go to work or whatever, man. All that mattered is I got to spend time with my daughter. That's all that mattered. My daughter didn't need a lot of money, mate. Okay, she just likes her sausage roll for lunch and maybe some pool money to go to the pool. But it doesn't cost any money to go to the park. It doesn't cost any money to go to the beach. It doesn't cost any money to spend time with your children. It doesn't cost any money to do that. Okay, it's only when you got to take them somewhere or whatever. Okay, but you could spend a lot of time with your children without it costing you money. Yeah, she likes the sausage rolls with tomato sauce. It's a nice day out today, dear. Look at that, eh? Beautiful out there today. Just a lovely day, mate. Magnificent day, mate. A magnificent day. So just enjoy your day. There's nothing you can do about what's going on around you. There is nothing you can do about this Gaza thing and the genocide and all the rest of it. Nazi this and Nazi that and marching this and marching that. It's all a load of bullshit. All of it is. So you need to just concentrate on you and your family and your life and on what you can do to improve your life. Don't worry about what's going on around everyone else. You can't change anything. You have no power to change anything. Your protesting and all of that will not change a single thing. Nothing is going to change. Okay, Israel is still in control. The Ishmaels will still do what they want. The Nazis are still going to do what they want. You know, all you've done is just show yourself up to the government, and they're going to take your photograph and they're going to come looking for you. Okay, they'll look you up on the computer if you've got anything wrong, looking for you. And that's all you've done is you've highlighted yourself, which is what the government wants. The government wants anybody that's not thinking the same as they are to highlight themselves, so they can find you. They can know who you are. You know, the people that don't follow what they're saying. The rest of it is all bullshit. The whole lot of it is bullshit. The government's not going to change anything, man. The ministers, the governments, everything is not going to change anything. And they do not care about protesting, mate. The government does not care about protesting. Not for a single second, mate, will they lose any sleep over these people that are protesting everywhere. The government is still going to do exactly what the government wants to do, or what they're told to do by their masters. The Nazis, the real Nazis of the fucking world, mate. The regime that's in control of everything. You know, they're going to make it anti-Semitic soon, mate, to even talk about them. You're not allowed to say anything about anybody or whatever. It's anti-Semitic, mate. Anti-Semitic for you to even talk about them. Okay? So whatever they're doing, whatever, you've just got to agree on it, and you got to say that's a good thing that happened. Okay? Because soon there'll be laws. Like in England, mate. Just like in England, you can't even make a Facebook comment without them coming knocking on your door, mate. Okay? Anti this one, anti-Islam, anti this one, anti that one. You know, anti-Semitic. They'll come knocking on your door, mate, just for a comment you made on Facebook. And they're arresting people now in England, mate, just for their comments. Just for their comment, mate, on the internet. So there's going to be no free speech because that's what the government wants. It wants control. It loves control. It eats control. And it will use any means it can to get that control. And if they have to make a situation in order to get power, that's exactly what they will do. They will create a situation. Something happened, right? He said a nasty word. So we need new laws. We need new laws now against this. And that was an anti-Semitic fucking comment or whatever. We need laws to help them. We need anti-Semitic laws, anti-Islamic laws. We need a lot of new laws. Okay? We're not happy. Okay? We've got a lot of people, a lot of feelings have been hurt here. But the government loves the control, mate, loves the laws. That's what it lives for. It lives for fucking laws, control. Control over everybody. And then we're going to have digital ID. They're pushing that now. They're trying to get me to go down there and get digital ID, mate. I don't want no fucking digital ID. Why would I want my ugly head fucking as an ID, mate? Alright? That would be a fatal mistake, mate, let me tell you. Isn't this beautiful, viewer? This is my local area. That's why I get out and go for a walk just for an hour. You know, I'll go, well, 2 hours now I'm talking to you, but generally it would just be for an hour down to the supermarket and back home again, and watch a movie on the way down. Sit by the river here. Wow, the bird's diving down to get fish or something there. Now that looks like a great life, eh, if you're a water bird, huh? I didn't know there was fish in there. That's definitely a fish eater, though. Our friend over there having a bet. He's always having a read of the paper, having a bet. This is Seaford. This is Seaford. Openly hate us, but we can post on Facebook. It's a long way to the shop if you wait a sausage roll. Yeah, it's not a close, I must admit. Yeah, I must admit. It's not close. Everything isn't close for me, mate. I live on the beach. Everything's a fucking hike. And carrying groceries everywhere, it fucking wears you down real quick, man. That's why I only carry the small bag and just grab a bag full of stuff. I'm absolutely buggered by the time I get home from just carrying the shit everywhere. So no, that's why we're just getting a sausage roll and a chocolate milk, mate, and head off home. And even that's $10, mate. You know, coffee milk and, sorry, a chocolate milk and a thing now is $10, man. They're not cheap no more, brother. It's a tourist place in summer, yeah, I think it would be, yeah. In summer, this place is packed, man. Like, honestly, you can't walk here in summer. Especially this ice cream shop here. It's one of the most popular ice cream, or it's a gelato shop. It's not really ice cream, it's a gelato shop. And it's passing itself off as a fucking ice cream shop. Okay? I can't stand that stuff, man. Gelato. I hate the taste of it. I hate everything about it. But the guy's a multi-millionaire that owns it. A multi-millionaire. But yeah, that's the beach across the road there. That's the beach. That's Seaford Beach, mate, right there. Well, that's good, mate. Get your wife and girlfriend onto the channel. Good. Good. Make them subscribe, mate. Subscribe to the channel. Awesome. Let me see if I've got some... get my wallet out, bro. Right. Yeah, sausage roll, please, darling. Yes, please. Yeah, yeah. And a chocolate milk dole. You too. A bit of sachet la femme. A little bit of Aussie, oi poutine, brother. Got my little friend in there, mate, ready to go home. Peaceful, mate. I like to live a peaceful life. Nice, quiet, peaceful life. I don't stress anybody. And a nice sausage roll, mate, for me lunch. Fucking mental. Running out of battery, boys.